What's going on, everybody? Ricks TV back with another video, and in today's video we'll be settling this open discussion that's surfacing the internet right now on who was at fault for the Lakers failing to sign Demar Derozan. Now, ironically, before the Lakers stumbled into all of this mess and this horse manure towards the end of the season, and the Lakers were riding the high of a few wins earlier in the year, LeBron James was getting his points, and the fans were buying into the hype. They were buying into LeBron James' magic tricks and the illusions of distracting the fans to deflect from his mission, his ultimate goal this season, which was to chase Karl Malone and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the all-time scoring list. That was his biggest goal, not winning a championship and not signing DeMar DeRozan. Now, DeMar DeRozan not signing with the Lakers didn't seem as important up until recently, now that the Lakers are more than likely not going to make the play-in tournament, and now that the Lakers season has been a complete failure because of the hands of LeBron James. The finger pointing has begun for the Bronsexuals. Why? Because it just can't be LeBron James' fault, because LeBron James has the highest IQ in basketball history to the Bronsexuals, okay? He's the Albert Einstein of basketball. Even Naismith stole LeBron James' idea of inventing basketball, okay? Now, Ramona Shelburne reported that the Lakers refused to offer DeMar DeRozan a third year, which to me makes zero sense. Why? Because the Lakers gave Kyle Kuzma 3 years, who is nowhere near the level of talent and have the skill set of a DeMar DeRozan, even before DeRozan has been on the scoring tear with the Chicago Bulls and had a resurgence. So why on earth would they give Kyle Kuzma 3 years but not give DeMar DeRozan a third year? Makes no sense. Now, as I mentioned, one must think, wouldn't it make Rob Pelinka look like a pure genius if he signed DeMar DeRozan and paired him with LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and potentially Buddy Hield or Kyle Lowry? It would give the impression that Rob Pelinka is great at doing his job and that he acquires the best talent out there, right? Also, if the Lakers traded the entire young core for Anthony Davis and has given LeBron James everything that he's wanted up until this point, why wouldn't he do so and sign DeMar DeRozan and still give LeBron James what he wants? And as I said in the previous video, even if the Lakers signed DeMar DeRozan and it went wrong, they would have blamed Rob Pelinka. And they would have said what? The Lakers should have traded for Russell Westbrook. DeMar DeRozan is from Los Angeles. The Lakers wanted to sign DeMar DeRozan years ago. Of course, the Bronsexuals don't understand that because they weren't Laker fans years ago, right? This would have been a golden opportunity for the Lakers to sign DeMar DeRozan after failing to sign him years ago. Why on earth would they pass up that moment, which could have put them in position to win another championship, would have made Rob Pelinka seem like a genius, and we all know Jeanie Buss is desperately itching like a dope fiend to win the 18th championship to surpass the Celtics, right? Now, I'm not sure where DeMar DeRozan did an interview stating that it was the Los Angeles Lakers organization in particular that refused to give DeRozan 3 years. And it was reported that DeMar DeRozan would have taken a pay cut, or better yet, that he would have taken a pay cut to the point where he didn't have to sell his soul and give up, a chance to make a lot of money, would have lured DeMar DeRozan to the Lakers. But somehow, Russell Westbrook ended up on the Lakers instead. Now, if Magic Johnson, who has inside information within the Laker organization, is telling you that it's LeBron James' fault, then let me guess, Bronsexuals, Magic Johnson doesn't know what he's talking about, huh? He don't know basketball either, huh? I've even heard fans say, well, Magic Johnson needs to start running his mouth about the Lakers' business. But people are biased and have selective outrage, because I guarantee you, if Magic Johnson was exposing inside information about Rob Pelinka or Jeanie Buss, Anthony Davis, anybody excluding the name LeBron James, the Bronsexuals would be like a 23-year-old ratchet female thought in a shade room comments on Instagram like, yes, Magic, spill the tea, sis, period, okay? But LeBron James created all this mess. He's the reason DeRozan chose not to sign with the Lakers, because he wanted Westbrook, and that's what he got. And even if LeBron James got DeMar DeRozan, they would still be trash. They would still be trash because everybody who plays next to LeBron James, their numbers go down and they become spot up shooters. And the Lakers would still be losing. Anthony Davis would still be hurt, and they'll be blaming DeMar DeRozan instead of Westbrook. Okay, you'll have O'Shea Sharp and Nick Wrights and Chris Broussard and Stephen A. Smith, Kendrick Perkins, the same old band, and the worldwide leader of sports and ESPN will be bashing DeMar DeRozan left and right, and we'll be in the same position. Now, as I mentioned, why wouldn't the Lakers offer DeRozan a third year? LeBron James could potentially walk next season. Wouldn't DeMar DeRozan be security for the Lakers? Wouldn't that be insurance for the Lakers in case LeBron James decides to walk? That would work in the Lakers' favor in so many ways. Why? Because you can pair DeRozan with AD, and that's your future if LeBron James leaves. Isn't DeRozan a year younger than Westbrook? Isn't he a better scorer, less flashy? Doesn't have the attitude, isn't stuck in his ways, doesn't have a huge ego? But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.